Okay, I just want to warn you, okay, this video is not for people who are suffering severe depression. So if you feel like you are suicidal, or if you feel like you are on the verge of putting your children in the microwave or in the dishwasher or in the washing machine, please turn this video off and seek the help of a physician ASAP. Okay. Now, with that being said, I got an email from a lovely person who wanted to know some tips on metaphysical ways of combating depression. And just like a lot of people out in the world, I too battled depression once upon a time, and it seemed like nothing I did would help, you know, from talking to my pastor, you know, when I was in church at the time, talking to my pastor, talking to my family, talking to anybody, period. Nothing would help. It just seems like everything I did just, I don't know, it just didn't help. And someone introduced me to Wicca, witchcraft, or whichever one you want to call it. And at the time, I was kind of leery because just like any other earth-based religion or practice, I kind of felt like, well, if it's not Christianity, it's bad, which I'm totally away from that right now. But this particular person taught me a few rituals in helping me combat my depression. Rituals that are very simple to do. As I said, if you suffer from severe depression, where you are on the verge of fucking people up, you go get help. Don't even look at this. But one of the things that I used to do was, before I would start my ritual, I would do what they would call a cleansing bath. And a cleansing bath is just basically bath water with lavender essential oils in it. And I would use this essential oil. I don't know if you can see that. It's from Plant Life. It's an essential oil. It's pure lavender oil. And what I do is I would put 10 to 15 drops of this in my bath water. I would make the bath water as hot as I could possibly get it. And I'd also add a few drops of mint in it. And I would sit in that bath for, I don't know, about an hour or whatever, thinking positive thoughts, you know, thinking positive reinforcement. After I was done taking my cleaning and purification bath, I would get out of the bath water, dry myself off, and then I would clean my entire space, clean my kitchen, clean my room, clean my bathroom, vacuum the floor, and I would smudge. Those of you that don't know what smudge is an ancient ritual that the Native Americans used to use to ward off evil spirits. And what they did was they would put sage in a shell, and they would light the sage and let the sage smolder into a ball of smoke. And the smoke does fill your entire room. And what you do is you open up your windows, open up your door, and you let the smoke out. And the purpose of cleaning your apartment before doing this is that, you know, to me, it's better to smudge when you have a clean surrounding so that the negative energy can part smoothly. They're not running into stuff. So, you know, you open your doors, open your window, and you let the negative energy flow out smoothly. You know, I smudge my son's room, I smudge all his toys, I smudge my doorways so that I can protect my area, no, you know, criminals coming in here, and you know, just, especially if you deal with negative people, okay? If you have a friend that comes into your space and they're nagging and bitching all the time about life, about their kids, about their family, they're bitching about the economy, when they leave, you should automatically smudge. Automatically smudge to get rid of their negative energy. Because their negative energy, I believe this, their negative energy soaks into your couches, it soaks into your carpet, it soaks into your walls. And before you know it, you're depressed and you bitching and complaining all the time. And a lot of people don't understand why they get in this funk. And this funk is due to, you know, just the amount of negative energy that is surrounding them. And sometimes people bring that negativity around you. So you have to find ways of kind of getting rid of all that gunk. Another thing is, this book is like 10 years old. This is actually when I actually thought about maybe trying Wicca. There was a time where I decided that, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and try Wicca. I'm going to go ahead and try witchcraft, do this alternative religion. But then again, it went against everything I believed in, you know, organized religion. You know, I don't want to follow anything from a book. And you know, it's just, I always felt like when it's my turn to talk to God, I'm going to talk to him on my terms. You know, so whether or not I'm sitting on the toilet, in the bathtub, walking down the street, in my car, when I want to talk to God, I should not have to go through my pastor, go through my priest, go through my rabbi, go through my head witch to talk to God. You know, God, as I've said before, God is always around me, and I don't need the middleman to communicate that. But there was once upon a time that I was going to practice Wicca, and I bought this cool little book of white spells, cute little spells you can do at home with some of the stuff that you have at your house. Great information in this book on colors and crystals and essential oils and herbs and all the natural stuff that comes from the earth. Everything in some of these books on white magic comes from the earth. The tools come from the earth. Sage comes from the earth. The shells come from the earth. The crystals come from the earth. Everything in these nature-based religions or organizations come from the earth, and I think that's probably what attracted me to them. And sometimes when I feel like I need to open this book and get some pointers out, I will. I'm not ashamed to admit that I will go in here and do a spell or do a ritual, or, you know, break out my crystals, smudge my crystals, wear my crystals. Another thing that I want to show you, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. I make my own mojo bags. And mojo bags can be used in different ways. It can be used for protection. It could be used for emotions if you feel like you're depressed or sad. I make my own mojo bags. What I have in here is a buckeye. I have some dragon's blood in a vial, a few herbs, and some blessed oil. And I put all this inside of my little orange bag. And then, on top of that, the one woman in the world that makes me feel good about life and about living is Miss Josephine Baker. One of my subscribers, J56, who I love so much, gave me this necklace. And I use this as the chain to hold it around my neck. And what you do is you put this close to your skin. So what I do is I put it in my bra, close to your skin, and I wear it for like a week, you know, if I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling depressed, if I feel like I need protection, if I feel like I need luck, I will wear this mojo bag with all my goodies on the inside, and I'll wear